Hi everyone, welcome to my class. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a watercolor, a pair of rainbows. Okay, are you ready? Let's do it. Let me switch camera. Okay, today you will need a watercolor set, watercolor paper, pencil, eraser, brushes, and the tissue paper, water. Okay, let's get starting it. So let me clean the table a little bit first. Okay, start with the top. I'm going to make a little bit opening on the top, okay? So right now, we are going to do the oval shapes for the top part, okay? And then you're going to do the line, go straight down, okay? Keep going, keep going, keep going. And then please try to do it light, especially for the watercolor. When you do watercolor, it's really light. You don't want it to see the pencil line like much, okay? Okay, keep going, keep going. All right, I think we are ready to turn. Okay, here, that's start to turn a little bit. Turn, do the front part, okay? Turn, turn, turn. Little by little, don't do it too fast, okay? And then curve down. That's the top of the heel. We are going to do it like that, okay? All right, so next one, I'm going to working on the front for the heel part, okay? So you can see I have a line goes down, 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 and then ready for the heel. Heel turn goes out a little bit. That's the heel. Okay, you can see the line goes out a little bit. That's the heel part. Okay, all right, the heel part is ready, and then let's start to close it up. All right, so this one is the front part. I'm going to make a curve. Okay, you can see this curve, it's the front part. Okay, and then you are going to slightly join to the heel part, like that. Okay, so you can see right here, we are ready to close up. Ready to close up, like that. So I think this is good for the rainbows. Okay, and then let's do a little bit one more line for the decoration right here, so it won't look too boring. Okay, and this one, top part, bottom part, the heel. All right, and then here on the bottom, right here, I think we are doing good so far. So good, no problem at all. All right, so just double check, see if you like it. If you like it more rounded, you can make it more rounded right here. Okay, all right, so next one, let's do another pair on the back. Overlapping it's a good, for the visual. Overlapping pair of rain boots. Okay, and then go straight down, 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 down. Okay, curve a little bit. Start to curve a little bit. Okay, keep on curving it up. Okay, I think it's time for you to turn right here. And then we can do the heel part right here. Okay, here, the heel part right here. Here we go. Okay, I think this looks good. so far. Let me double check. Yeah, I think this one looks good now. Okay, so we do finish this part, and then you know, I want to do a little bit more, one more line for the bottom part, so it looks a little bit like a cushion on the bottom. So let's do a little bit cushion on the bottom. So that's why I'm doing one more line in between. Like that. So this bottom part will be the cushion. Okay. All right, same thing to this one. In the between, I'm going to do a one more line to make the cushion part. Okay, and this line I'm going to erase a little bit to make it even lighter, because you know I don't want to show the line that much. I want to keep it light. So you know, use your eraser, clean up a little bit, you know, to barely to see it. Same to the other side. Okay, and I think this is good. Okay, double check one more time. Cushion, cushion. Okay, cushion here looks good. Here might be not thick enough. Okay, that me a little bit more thickness on here. Should be fine. Okay, all right, clean up a little bit. Yeah, so the thickness right now looks okay. Okay, one more line for the bottom right here. Let's make one more line. You know, be careful, okay? Here, look, did the I want the same thickness. This one look a little bit too thin. A little bit right here. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, looking good. All right, clean, clean, clean. Ready to paint. All right, this is watercolor set. Ready, ready. Okay, first I'm going to use this brush a little bit flat, okay? The flat brush. And first I like to do the yellow first, okay? You can see here, I'm almost running out of yellow. It's okay. All right, put a lot of yellow. Lots of yellow. All right, as much as you can. A lot of yellow. Prepare the color first, okay? Lots of yellow. Okay, and I'm going to do the yellow rainbows, but I'm going to add a little bit light green. And so this yellow looks a little bit, you know, nicer. I think this is nicer, okay? All right, before I starting it, I like to start here to, you know, make it a very light yellow on the top, okay? But because of the rainbows have a, you know, reflection. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, before I do it, I will, you know, design where's the light, the reflection, I will leave it, okay? Design where's the reflection, I'm gonna leave it because it's the rainbows, the material have a, you know, have a lot of reflection when it sees the light. So I'm going to just, you know, circle out where I'm going to have a light reflection, okay? All right, once I'm done, I'm going to start to paint it everywhere. Paint it everywhere in yellow, okay? This one, it's very light yellow, okay? Very light yellow with a lot of water. Very light yellow. Light yellow with a lot of water. For the first layer. Okay, a lot of water with yellow. Okay, here we go. You can see very light. That's my first layer, okay? Okay, and then next one, I'm going to increase the yellow pigment. So you can see I making a lot of yellow pigment, but not much water, okay? And a little bit light green right here. All right, this one not much water, more pigment, so the color is more dense, okay? So right now I'm going to do the second layer. The light coming from here, so I'm going to have a light tone, medium tone, darker tone, okay? So here, you can see I start to apply dip here a little bit light, and then I'm going to apply the medium tone right now. Medium tone, a little bit reflection right here. Medium tone. Okay. Medium tone. More yellow. Okay, right here, a little bit medium tone. Okay. Medium tone. So I have a medium tone ready. You can see here, light, medium. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit darker tone, okay? You see when I do a medium tone, I didn't cover everywhere. You know, you see the light reflection right here, leave it white, okay? And then just apply a little bit medium tone over the top, okay? Like that in between. All right, I'm going to do a little bit darker tone. So what I'm going to do is a little bit orange, light orange to my yellow. Okay, so light, medium, dark, a little bit dark, okay? So you can see darker tone right now, okay? And then reflection, darker tone. Okay, darker. Like here, a little bit right here. More yellow, darker yellow pigment. Okay, and then right here. One here a little bit darker. Reflection, pigment. Okay, a little bit darker tone right here to separate the top and bottom. Okay, a little bit here, a little bit here. I think it's good. Maybe a little bit more here. Just slightly, a little bit. So you can see light, medium, and then we are going to do a little bit darker tone. Medium and dark. Light, medium, dark. Okay, and then later on when it gets a little bit dry, we can add one more layer, okay? So that is dry a little bit. I'm working on the other side, okay? Same thing, yellow. This time a little bit light green. Just a little bit light green. Lots of water. Okay, remember before you paint, leave the light reflection. For example, I want a reflection right here. I plan the reflection right here. Okay, and then a little bit reflection right here. So I kind of, map out where I want the reflection. Okay, and after that, just go ahead and paint it. All right, go ahead and paint. Here we go. So we have a light tone on the base, okay? And a medium tone, a little bit light orange. Ooh, here a little bit too much, huh? Okay, a little bit light green. And a lot of yellow. Let's get lots of yellow here. Okay, a little by little. Here you go. You can see the difference, right? One lighter, one a little bit darker. So this one will be perfect for our medium tone right here. Okay, start with the top. Okay. Okay, medium tone, let's apply to these rain boots. Okay, leave a little bit reflection right there. Okay, more pigment. Okay. And on the top right here. Here. Alright. Here you go, right here. Like that. I think this is good. Okay, and we need a darker tone to separate in between. So I'm going to add a little bit darker orange, a little bit darker green to mix it well. You can see right now the color is really dark. Okay, let's add a little bit more yellow. Okay, I don't want it to look too dirty, otherwise you can put a little bit brown. Okay, a little bit brown will helps. Okay, so here a little bit brown, just a little bit. You see, it's a little bit darker. And then right now it's good for in between here. Ooh, pretty dark, right? Okay, go in between. So you can separate the front boots and the back boots. And then also it's good color for the between for the shadow too, right? Okay, let's apply a little bit more. A little bit more in between. Okay. All right. I'm going to fade it out later, okay? And then let's emphasize a little bit on the top right here. A little bit. Okay. And then this color, it's good for a little bit for the darker tone right here as well. I'm looking for a darker tone right here on the top. Okay. And a little bit shading here, just a little bit. Little bit here and there. So you know, one yellow have a lot of different color. That's why we're trying to do right now, okay? Okay, here we go. Okay, little by little. Blend it out, blend it out, blend it out, blend it out, fade it out. Okay, little by little, fade it out. Okay, all right, same thing here, a little bit darker because of the shading, right? Okay, a little bit on the bottom, right here, shading. A little bit here. Okay, double check, check, okay? Light, medium, dark, light, medium, dark, and then in between, okay? All right, This one doesn't look separate that much. I'm going to add a little bit more pigment, a little bit brown, and by this time not too much water. Okay, add a little bit more in between. Hopefully it can separate more. Looks darker, right? Looks darker, and then it can be separate in between. Oh, this one right now better, huh? Okay, so it's separate. Looks nice. Okay, emphasize on the top part. Okay, emphasize on the line a little bit. Align a little bit. Here we go. All right, wash your brush, wash. Right now we are ready for inside here. For the inside, I think I'm going to use brown mixed with yellow, so the color talk to each other. I add a little bit yellow, brown and yellow. Okay, all right, let's apply on inside. All right, here same to here. Inside. Here we go. Okay, this one looks good. Okay, but we want it deeper in, okay? So I'm going to switch brush. I'm going to get a pointy one, okay? And this first you need to separate these two, and then we want it to look deep in. So we need to working on a little bit more. Okay, brown. Okay, a little bit more yellow. Okay, you can see here more brown, right? Okay, I'm going to emphasize on here to separate these two colors first. So you can see I put it more on here and also on the bottom. Okay, and then we fade it out the line in between later. Okay, so right here, same thing, darker on the bottom. Okay, wash your brush, scrape out the extra water, and then we are ready to fade it out in between the line, make it disappear. Fade it out, make the line disappear. So it blend into become one. Okay. All right. And then right now we need to working on the darker part. Okay, the darker part, darkest brown. Okay, so this brown is not dark enough. I'm going to add a little bit blue. You can see here blue. Add it on, and the brown looks a little bit darker. Don't add too much, okay? Don't add too much. Okay, here we go. So we can right now can working on the between to separate these two. You see the difference right now? Yeah, to separate in between. Okay, and the bottom a little bit. Same thing to here. Bottom a little bit, and this corner. Okay, wash out your brush, wash, and take out the extra water. And then, if it's too wet, you can use tissue paper to dab, and then blend in between. Blend. See, it looks nice. Okay, blend in between. Blend in between. Okay, here we go. I think this part is done. Pretty, okay. And we are ready to working on the bottom part, okay, and the top part for the rim, for the cushion. Okay, let's use black. But this black look dirty, doesn't look nice. I'm going to add a little bit blue. So this black have a little bit blue, looks, you know, prettier. Okay, so this one I use a lot of water. So basically, so far right now it's pretty light. And I'm going to just go ahead and apply. So this one will be my base tone, okay? Base color. Here we go. Okay, another one right here, base color. So this is the light tone, okay? Remember, I always do light, medium, dark. Light tone, okay, here same thing. To the bottom. Light tone. Light tone. Here we go. All right, and next one, we are going to prepare for the medium tone, okay? Medium tone, it means I didn't use much water, okay? A little bit darker. Ooh, this one too dark. A little bit darker and add with blue. Add with blue. Okay, but this time not too much water, so it can be a medium tone. Okay, and first we want to make this rounded. You see, light, medium, dark, right? The concept, light, medium, dark. But you also need to aware of the reflection. So, okay, light, keep it light right there. Okay, I'm going to start with the medium. Okay, right here, medium tone. Leave the reflection in between. And then dark later, okay? So, but I still need to leave a little bit reflection in between. Okay, I'm kind of outline on the top first and the bottom too. And aware of the reflection. And then apply the medium tone. You see it? Okay, same thing to this side, okay? So this side is light, medium, dark. So the dark part, I didn't leave much. Okay, outline the top, outline the bottom. Okay, leave a little bit lighter tone right here. And leave the space for medium tone. And then color the rest. So I have a medium tone, you see? Okay, and then we will fade it out later, okay? All right, so that's working on the bottom part, okay? Light, medium, dark. Okay, lighter tone. Like to outline a little bit on the top, on the bottom. Okay, keep it light right here, and then medium tone. I will fade out later, okay? Medium tone, and then reflection right here. You have to remember, leave a little bit reflection. Because this, you know, material The reflection is super important. Okay, same thing, dark, medium, light. So light on here, leave a little bit reflection, and then darker tone right here. Here we go. All right, so right now let's start with a really dark tone, black, 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 and blue. Concentrate, a little bit dry, okay? Okay, light, medium, dark. So dark right here, pretty dark, right? Pretty dark. So you can apply really dark tone right there. Okay, and then here, same thing, light, medium, dark, and a darker tone inside right here. You see? Okay. All right. That's working on the bottom part. The bottom, it's pretty dark because the light won't go in. So go ahead, do the bottom part. Bottom part. Okay. Light, medium, and then it's going to turn to the dark, right? So here, dark. Like that. Okay, I'm going to outline here a little bit too, okay? Not the top line. And then put a little bit darker tone. Like that. I think this one looks good now. Oh, too dark. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, darker tone for the bottom. Here inside, you can see the light at all. So pretty dark, okay? Yeah, pretty dark. And then we can outline the top a little bit, okay? Outline the top a little bit in the bottom. And reflection, leave a little bit, light, medium, dark, darker. Okay, so you can see, you know, this kind of material have a little bit reflection. It looks nice. Okay, wash your brush, wash. Take out the extra water, and then clean a little bit, dry out a little bit. And if you don't like the line that obvious, sometimes you can just fade it out a little bit, okay? But I think this one looks good. No, I don't really want to fade it out. You know, just apply a very light tone. And then to fix, if you see something like here, you feel wanna be a little bit color closer, and then you can add a little bit more. Like here, I feel it jumped too much, so I use a little bit light tone and apply the medium shade right here. So like that. Okay, so take a look, okay, like where you want it a little bit medium shade, you can just do it a little bit more right here, right there, like that. Okay, so far so good. I think this one is good. Okay, do the last checkup, all right? See where you want to emphasize a little bit more. So what next one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start to wash a little bit more reflection out. So I clean my brush and take out the extra water. Okay, I want a little bit more reflection. So I kind of go in between and wash. Make a wash, and to make these boots a little bit more reflection comes out like that. You can see A little bit more reflection goes down like that. Okay, same thing here. I want a little bit more reflection right down here. So I kind of wash out a little bit. Okay, I want a little bit more reflection maybe right here. So I clean up the top so you can see the reflection like that. Slowly goes down. Kind of, you know, wash out the yellow and make it a little bit brighter. Is that fun? Wash a little bit reflection. You want the, you know, boots look like, you know, very plastic look. So the reflection is super important, okay? Super important. You want it there. More reflection. Okay, I think right now looks good. Okay, and if you like it, you can double check, see where you want the darker tone to go more, okay? So what I'm going to do a little bit more darker tone. This one is the yellow, and I mix with brown to make the darker tone. Okay, and I add a little bit blue, even darker. And you can see this color, it looks so dirty now. Okay, a little bit darker green. It looks dirty, huh? A little bit brown. So I just use this one. This one have a yellow, orange, green, and blue, and brown. So you can see the color, pretty dark and dirty. A little bit dirty, right? Okay. All right, let's do a little bit, not too much, okay? I want to separate these two more. So I kind of put it in between. You see, you put in the between and then separate more, okay? So put in the between, you can separate a little bit more. See, like that. Okay, so that's how you make it more 3D look. Separate in between. And you don't want a line over there. If you don't want a line over there, you can apply a little bit thicker. Look more nature. Doesn't look like there's a line over there, right? So let's do a little bit thicker. Okay, wash your brush, wash. Dry a little bit. You don't want your brush to dry. Okay, that's blend it out in between. You don't want to see line in between. Blend, 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 blend. How do you like it? Still feel line? If you still feel line, just, you know, put a little bit more darker tone in between so that you don't feel there's a line right there. Okay, but you don't want to put too much. If you put too much, what happens? It looks too dirty. Okay, you don't want your rain boots look dirty. You just want to add a little bit shade in between and then separate the, you know, to show that one is in the front, one is on the back. Okay, little by little. Okay, little by little, little by little, like that. Okay, double check, see where you want the shade. Okay, I want shade right here. Check. A little more shade right there. Maybe right here. Okay, and I think that's it. Okay, let me show you in a different view. All right, we finished the watercolor today. Take it out. take it out. Ooh, sorry about that. Take it out. All right, show you in a different view. All right, here we go. This is the rainbows we are doing it for today. Do you like it? I hope you enjoy the lesson with me. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.